Yeah, that intro is inaccurate. Hey guys, joke's on you, chat. That's our first joke of the day.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. Welcome to Devstream 160. We have been, February came and went without a Devstream, shorter month. We had a lot we wanted to prepare for this one, but we're glad you could make it to join us for our 160th Devstream, which I'm having to finish that sentence, but we've been doing these for almost 9 years now.
No, we have.
Yeah, we have 9 years. 2013 was our first one. February 2013.
Like legit. Wow.
Yeah, it's been 9 years of dev streams. So
Wow.
welcome to our 9th year of dev streaming, 160 to go. We have new friends.
Some fresh faces
Fresh
here
faces.
as well.
I don't know.
We finally got rid
My
of
face
those,
is pretty old on these streams.
those
Yeah.
tormentors.
Yes. But yes, if you're new to Warframe and our dev streams, welcome to your first one. We're going to try and avoid as many spoilers as we can in terms of the new war quest itself, but there's inevitably going to be things on the cutting edge of story, so just keep that in mind. I will be running most of the show today in terms of gameplay, but...
I don't know. I got papers too, right?
Yeah, I don't know if Megan's ever watched the dev stream before.
Okay. Have you ever watched a primetime, Jeff?
I've got digital notes. I've got.
What's prime time?
Hey, we're doing episode 300 next week, so it's pretty big deal.
Yeah.
300.
160
Wow,
dev streams.
300.
I
It
know.
better be a
Wow.
cake or something.
Oh, I could make
300.
one.
Yep.
Anyway,
Ideas.
that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about Warframe's future with some awesome update insight for Tenno who have waited patiently for what's going on in Warframe. And Pablo's here
Hello,
to talk
everyone.
about some design.
How's it going?
Steve's here for some cool stuff.
Hi, chat. How's it going?
You want to talk about graphics?
I'm always talking about stuff. Motion matching is my new obsession. It's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome.
that's really cool stuff.
Yep.
Jeff's here to talk about his new watch band
Yep.
as an Apple Watch enjoyer.
I'm actually here to find out what we have been doing too.
Interesting. Yeah. Jeff hasn't been working for 4 months.
Yep.
This is his first day back at work. So, and then Megan,
Hi.
how's it going?
Good.
We both have paper to keep it double organized, so nothing could possibly go wrong.
There will be no madness on
I feel like
this.
the more you prepare, the worse it goes.
Absolutely.
There's a guy who came
Organization.
so unprepared.
That
what I
one's got no
do.
notes. I don't have any notes.
That's all right.
I
It'll
got
be
offered to see them earlier, and I was like, nah, just surprise.
true. Well, if you are here for a Twitch drop, if you watch for 30 minutes, you will get one. We are doing a ribbon mod grab bag, meaning you're going to get a random ribbon mod from the random grab bag. Whatever it is, let us know in chat once you claim it. Maybe it'll be a rifle one. That's what I would want right now. Or maybe melee, actually. We'll see. Anything could be yours. Let us know what you get. We have alerts up after the stream, so all platforms will get 24-hour alerts after the stream. You can get yourself, I think it's a ribbon.
It's a veiled ribbons.
Yes. So if you get a ribbon mod, you can immediately unveil it with the ribbon cipher.
And if you watch Primetime, we had ribbon slivers as the
Flowers.
Oh my god, it's just a ribbon week.
You're just here to promote prime time. Like that's what this is.
That's not
Just
true.
my notes,
Not
not just
true.
Primetime.
That's not true. That's not true. This is a Warframe dev
It's all
stream.
related.
I think chat needs to keep a tally about how many times prime time's mentioned.
Oh,
Actually, you've probably said it more than either of us at this point. Just saying. You're the real.
I'm doing my part.
Okay. Well, we do have lots to go over today. This is going to be loosely structured in 3 parts. The first one talking about our immediate future update, where Nightwave stuff is coming, so we'll just walk you through that. Second part is going to walk you into our 9-year anniversary and our next Prime Access. And then we're going to spend probably the longest portion of the stream on Angels of the Zariman. So first, near and future update, then 9-year stuff with next Prime Access, and then all things Angels of the Zariman. Scope of the update is crazy, and we're going to give you as much of a overview of it as possible today, with, of course, some things, well, we'll be giving you in the April dev stream, but, that's basically it. That was Jeff. That was Jeff. All right, let's do 1,000 platinum. Start off with giving away some stuff. Sorry for your ears.
do I have to do what Sheldon does and just butcher the name?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, great.
It is your obligation.
Go with your heart. Do
This
it.
is also a
Make it your own.
All right, the winner is
TB Zed Orca.
Zed Orca. Oh boy. Oh, right.
Yeah, that's how he would have done it.
That's
That's true.
TB Zed
channeling
Orca.
my Sheldon.
All right. Well, why don't you come on over to Gameplay, Dean? We'll just get started right away. It's been so long since we've done these, I kind of forget how to do them, but we'll make it through together, chat, don't worry. All right, so we announced that Nightwave is ending pretty soon, and that a replacement is coming. There's a dev workshop up that kind of explains it, and we just wanted to give you a little closer look at Nora's Mix Volume 1. This is where we're taking Nightwave this year. You'll have Nora's Mix with different volumes. We'll be trying to update challenges to reflect the latest content in the game and give you a chance to experience new challenges. So for instance, this time around, you can plunder one of Alad V's secret laboratories on Jupiter. If you read the dev workshop, you'll have a good grasp on all the challenges, or acts rather, that are coming, including there's one that supports your relic opening, one from each era, and there's plenty more. I think probably 20.
There's 20 or 21 new acts, and then I think 6 new rewards, couple mods, some cosmetics.
Yes.
And then obviously, yeah, previous ones being brought back, duplicate protection, all that. This is a next week, a March 16th
Yes.
update, all platforms. So you want to make sure that your current Nora's Choice is, as far as you can take it. This Sunday, Nora's Choice does end, and then this one will be taking over on Wednesday.
Yes, and then we'll be cycling in the Nora's Mix volumes for you to kind of get this pattern of content. So it's a little bit of a reward track for you to always participate in. We'll give you plenty of notice before they end, replace them with new things, new rewards along the way, new challenge or new acts. I keep saying challenges.
I know.
Don't add me.
Internally, it's challenges.
They're acts, Steve. Don't call them challenges.
Yes, yes. We're special snowflakes.
Acts, not challenges.
That's right.
All right.
It's not a battle pass.
No, it's not a battle pass. We never would use these words. It's free.
Well, it's we don't charge for it, so yeah.
We only charge you
So-
your soul. It's fine.
Yep.
All right, so that's coming next week. We're doing a little Nightwave/QOL update, all platforms next week. So not only do we have Nightwave, but we also have the augment tweaks.
We have a whole bunch of augment buffs. Pablo's over there.
Like I look at.
He's starting to sweat now.
Yeah, so we did basically my intention this year is kind of look at all the most underused augments, like all across the game, and then do an update on those. We first did a pass on like half of them right now, which I think is like 16, 17, something
Yeah,
like
we
that.
did A to L. I think the last one being Limbo's Rift Surge.
Yeah, so it's basically A to L, and then I'll go M and above after that.
M plus.
Yeah, M plus. Expect M plus later in the year. But for this one, basically, it's like, just a whole bunch of augments that are not like very used, and just expect a whole bunch of little buffs to them.
And for the most part, like they stayed the same. We've just added stuff on top of it. So
Yeah.
like the actual mechanic of them stay the same. There's just like a little extra in there.
In general, like I don't like changing augments because if like changing them as in what it did before, it no longer does. Because whenever I do that, even if there's just 5 players out there that love the augment as it is right now, I hate taking that away from them. So I'd much rather just like add something on top, or if we have some other idea that is cool, we can always do a second augment. And I think that's a safer approach that doesn't take away from what the players already enjoy.
Absolutely. And in the case of, I see some people saying, well, look at the frames too. And we actually are for this next week update. Garuda is also getting some tweaks.
She's getting a whole bunch of tweaks. All of her abilities are getting at least a couple animation stuff as well in there.
Yep.
Yep.
Some nice stuff.
Yeah, essentially the main thing I want to get with Garuda is like she sometimes feels a little stiff when you're like doing the charging attacks. Like from the jumping around that you can do with her 1 and 2, then it felt weird that whenever you switched to charging her 4th or charging her 1, you kind of went very static. So I wanted to take some of that out, so now you can move faster doing those parts. And then a whole bunch of things that are like upgrades to her survivability, like during her 4th, she's invulnerable now. During the charge of her 2, she's invulnerable. And her passive changed a lot. I know a lot of people never really liked her passive because you had to put yourself at high risk of death to get the benefits of it. So now instead of that, as you kill enemies, you start gaining that damage buff, and then you just have to keep the murdering going to stay powerful.
And we will be playing with it today, so everything you just kind of got an overview of, you'll see in gameplay form as well, which is also coming next week, which is basically the first part of the stream. Nightwave, Garuda tweaks, and augment tweaks all come next week, all platforms, which is...
That's great.
Yeah, so March is off to a update 1, so to speak, start. But also in March, after, not next week, but later in March, we have our 9-year anniversary content. So this is going to have more information to come about how you can participate, but each year we do a Dex something, Dex Caliber, Dex Rhino, we've done, our Dex Furies, Dex Dacra, Armor, Syandana, and this year
Wait,
Not-
I was gonna make them guess.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
bet
No
they
one
would
would've
know
guessed
exactly
it.
what
Yes.
it is.
There's
Well, the
absolutely
cursor
no one
kinda
that would
like
No, I
have
don't
gave
know
it
that
away
they
already.
know. I don't
Do
know.
they know?
I could have gone to anyone.
Yeah.
Who is
You
it?
could
Just
have.
looking
Who
around.
is it?
There's zero shot anyone would guess. Oh, actually, someone
Someone already
Someone
did.
already
Damn
did.
it.
Alex D. Well done, well done.
All right. All right. So Dex Wisp is coming. She will be our free skin for anyone that logs in and participates in our 9-year anniversary. She looks amazing.
That
This is
helmet.
awesome. Yeah, the helmet is really great. Yeah.
You can obviously color her cosmetically.
Here we go.
To your
Here we go.
No, defaults.
That looks great, Rev.
I think that looks like an ice queen. She's got.
That was random. It wasn't bad. It was a safe random. You know.
Keep it up.
See, then you start playing with
What
fire.
was that guy in Guardians of the Galaxy, the villain in that was played by that guy from *Halt and Catch Fire*? I'm getting that kind of
Lee
vibe.
Pace.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
*Halt and Catch Fire*, I think, is my favorite show.
Ever?
Yeah.
It's not my. It's not. I wouldn't even say it's the best show, but it's my favorite show.
Better than
Yeah.
Seinfeld?
It's my favorite show.
Oh.
Yeah.
I stand by it. It's my
Yeah.
favorite.
That piece actually reminds me of in Zelda. There's the fish
Oh,
people
yes.
that have like the dolphin.
Oh,
part.
Zora's, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god,
Hilarious.
yes.
Oh, no.
Totally.
Okay,
She's
there
a
you
Zora.
Yes, so Wisp is coming at you for our anniversary, and there will be full.
Oh, I like that color too.
Oh, the brasses?
brass looks great.
Interesting. So Dex Wisp will be free for all tenno. It'll be part of that 9-year anniversary, which comes on
March 28th.
March 28th.
March
So
28th?
all platforms, and it's not coming alone. It is time to maybe put that Garuda conversation into some perspective,
The
shall we?
segue.
I was like, where are we going?
Where are we going?
Set up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a prime
I-
setup right there.
Was it?
Oh,
All right.
Damn.
Fun world.
Oh no.
All right. Garuda Prime is indeed the next Prime access with a Nagantaka Prime. We have so many fantastic cosmetics for her, so she
My
will be
goodness.
here.
Ooh, it's so
You have an opinion,
clean
Jeff?
and crispy.
No, I love this. Yeah, it's
Yes.
amazing.
Crispy.
Yes, Garuda Prime is coming.
Those
Right now,
talents.
I kind of have the full cosmetic.
Yeah, you kind of.
I put everything on.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a kitchen sink back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of go through it piece by
Wow.
piece. Of course, with all things Prime Access, we've been able to do Prime Ephemera. So this is the Sanguinox Prime, which is basically a set of blood wings for
Hell yeah.
Garuda. So pretty damn good.
How do you feel about more wings, Jeff?
I know. I was just thinking.
I'm not minding the
Okay,
blood
right.
wings.
The blood wings are pretty cool.
I thought these
Yeah,
ones
they're-
were the ones you liked.
Yeah, these are the ones that are kind
Blood
of least
wings
in
are
theme.
allowed.
Yeah.
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 Because they use like the similar motif to her claws, so they
Yeah.
look pretty great. You know, I'll take them off just for you today.
That's okay. No, I don't
No,
mind.
it's
this
fine. And then
color.
she also has the Kukri Prime armor set, so her legs, you can see these.
Those are really
Those
cool.
are really nice.
Yeah,
She's
they have
got
a,
claws
that's
everywhere.
great.
yeah, yeah, claws everywhere, chest piece, arm piece, and then of course her Prime claws for her, for her non-melee mode. You can use these, which I'll be using for gameplay today. And then Garuda Prime outright is here.
So many details.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Just the yeah.
Incredible. And there is another weapon coming with her, but we'll wait. You guys can learn more about that later. It is an arc gun, so that's all I'll say today. But if you want to, get your Gravamag ready, you can.
Good for doing haircuts.
Oh, she's like Edward.
Edward Scissorhands.
Maybe. I guess it's the closest thing we have for people to
I
look
think
at
it is, yeah.
their Edward Scissorhands fantasy.
Yep.
Very good. All right, we will do another platinum prize while we decide where
Wow,
to.
we're just. Wow, it's raining.
I don't know that it's raining platinum.
Yep.
There you go. The winner is Meg. Good luck. Oh, it's easy.
Turbo God. Oh, I couldn't even.
Oh.
I couldn't even not
Thank
do
you.
that one. Oh,
It's hard
one.
to mess it up.
Try.
Oh, God.
I said it slow.
I was like, quick, mess it up, mess it up. Can't do it.
All right. So, Angels of the Zariman. I don't even know where to start with this, but it's,
Oh, we're already
Yeah. I
there?
know.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, Garuda Prime and 9-year anniversary stuff all kick off on the 28th of March. So you can look essentially as March as the following. Next week we have Nightwave kickoff with some QOL for augments and the Garuda changes.
Yep.
End of March we have our Garuda Prime launch and our 9-year anniversary kickoff.
Awesome.
And then April will hit. We'll talk about that, but it's, Angels of the Zariman is a huge update and it picks up right where the new war left off. So there's lots to go over.
What do the notes say we should talk about next?
Well, I don't want to spoil it. Rev's about
spoil
to
it.
show it.
Can't spoil it. All right. So we'll take our little walk here to our interesting, if you've played the New War, you'll kind of know why my ship looks like this. But of course, Angels of the Zariman is going to be bringing a ton of new content. First of all, it's going to bring you a quest that will give you access to the Zariman.
Damn, he just went right there.
I know. You're just
I'm like,
jumping right
you
in.
gotta like slow down or like
No,
kind
no.
of
Zoom out.
put some candles on or something. This is very fast.
Yeah,
Wasn't there like a video or something? Of, like.
that's for the end.
Oh. Geez.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't have the notes. I don't have the plan.
You're between two people who have to know.
Yes.
Okay, well there we go. There it is.
Zariman is here, and for the first time in Warframe, we're bringing a social hub to procedural levels. And I'm going to walk you through this and kind of explain how all that works.
Yes, please.
So in the center, wow, you're my biggest fan. So we're going to go to Chrysalith and take a look at what that might be. Currently, for the purposes of the stream, it's empty so that we're not spoiling things, because in order to get the Chrysalith in a state of completion, you will need to complete the Angels of the Zariman quest. So having said that, we're going into an intentionally empty Chrysalith.
Oh, this is all cool too.
It's okay.
Yeah, I like this.
So here we go. Garuda is here to hopefully safely navigate the Chrysalith.
Oh man, I love it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a little bit of a tour here for those watching. This is the entryway, of course, more idealistic times before the Zariman had its failed void jump. And first off, and I don't know if players will recognize this cephalon. Let's see if they do. Chat, anyone recognize?
This
Have you
set has.
studied for your physics?
Have you studied? Yeah, so.
They put so many good, like just even like little details in this set that. You know,
Oh, people know her teacher. Yes, so she'll have you'll be seeing her a lot in this update because for our mission design, one of the broad things throughout every mission is going to be an interaction, optional interaction with her, where you can, interact with her. If you explore the level, you can find something that she's looking for and be rewarded for it. So.
Yeah, I generally like the intent a little bit on these missions is to not only have the core objectives of the mission like we've always had, but try to incentivize having like optional objectives that you could do during a mission, which add like wrinkles to the gameplay flow, might make it more interesting, might make it more challenging if you decide to take on one of those side objectives in the middle of a mission. But you'll be handsomely rewarded for that by your teacher.
Yes, and as we enter the idealistic Chrysalith, you can imagine that perhaps some NPCs will be in here that you can interact with for things like bounties, but applied to procedural levels. So again, this isn't an open world, but this is the first time we're doing seamless hub to procedural level gameplay throughout the Zariman, which we'll take some time to walk through a little bit today on how that's going to work. So we have our perhaps slightly getting corrupted beautiful dome here that we can look out. We have plant life everywhere. We have a fountain in the middle. Things.
Who's taking care of all these plants?
But you'll find
What
out.
a great question.
You will find
That's a
out.
lot of plants for a ghost ship.
A lot of plans for a ghost ship, and I'm glad you asked that, Steve. Oh no,
Oh no, did I set something up
you kind
accidentally?
of did actually.
Oh crap.
You segue right into it.
Oh man.
So there will actually be a Zariman syndicate coming as well. So as part of this new hub, we're going to do a syndicate coming with it. The characters you'll be interacting with throughout the quest will be your gateway to a lot of content we're going to talk about today. We're going to handle the syndicate pretty similarly to the Deimos Necrolis, where you can get items to turn in for standing. So you can stockpile them if you have a big day to play, and then you can turn them in another time, and then a few other ways. So that's generally the vibe we're going for, and the syndicate will be available for you to work your way through all things Zariman.
What was flying around in the background?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see. You'll see. And as you make your way through the concourse area of the Chrysalith, you can.
It's kind of like getting a tour, but there's like knives in your face.
Violent.
I'm like, oh my god, this is so beautiful.
guess-
Knife.
I guess I can like free cam a bit because
Yeah.
that's
Garuda is kind
Yeah.
of like stabbing
I
everyone.
love all this overgrowth and stuff. It's really,
There,
really fun.
yes.
And all
Skybox
the
as
weird,
usual.
crazy void stuff happening outside. And I think you can even see the side of the ship itself.
Oh yeah.
If you look to the other side.
Yeah, the Zariman.
Like the big
It's a
superstructure
big
of it.
ship.
It is a big
Okay,
ship.
don't go too far. You're going to clip into something.
I know that.
break it.
The environment, our team is very unhappy with me right now. It was to save our community from getting stabbed. So this will be a place that you, as a community, will become extremely familiar with. So get ready to come here for not only your gateway to the missions themselves, which will be seamlessly playable from this hub or from the star chart. If you don't want to come to the hub, it's going to be up to you by going through this elevator, which we'll get to.
Oh, it's beautiful. I like the little tree with the misty stuff, and I love the Academy Awards. I'd like to thank the Academy for...
Yeah, you want an Academy Award?
Look at that. That looks cool.
Yeah, so this sign will be your
Beautiful.
gateway to some mission choices, but we'll come to that in a second because there's another very important door over here. And as you might imagine, the Zariman housed many a colonist back in the day.
Did they know?
And I would like to invite you all to my apartment, which every player will now have their own apartment. So let's take a look.
Oh,
I'm going down to the residential.
Wow.
How many JoJo posters are up?
Not enough.
No.
Not nearly enough.
Not enough.
So we'll take a look here.
Oh, and that was kind of like a seamless little tricky thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I
so
like
you
it.
can just go to the housing area.
If it was Mass Effect, that would have taken 10 minutes.
Well,
I mean, old.
if it was
I was
Mass
gonna
Effect,
say,
we'd have a
that's
romance system, Steve, so careful
That was
what
aggressive.
you say.
Well,
All right?
now that we have adult operators, I mean,
All right, all
oops,
right.
spoiler.
All right. Oh, yeah. So maybe we know who is taking care of all the plants.
Love him.
We got and this is a new character, a drone type that managed to make it through some aspects of the Zariman Calamity. And this little groundskeeper bot, similar to the many drones, domestic drones we've seen today, is something that we're actually going to have the community name. So as this stream wraps up, the community and the design council specifically are going to get a chance to name this sweet little soul here, who has a little set of shears in one hand and like a nozzle in the other. So.
Taking care of the plants.
Can we get like animations of it, like watering the plants and stuff?
Jeff?
Like that would be amazing if we could actually.
Or just sad is carrying around an empty water pot.
It's obviously doing very well. I mean,
That's just the humidity in the.
no, this is
Humidity.
this is a fantastic. I mean, what an accomplishment for
Just
this
moldy.
creature.
Yeah, this creature is the only good thing that came from the Zariman.
I mean,
guess.
everything else is terrible aboard this ship. So
Yes.
I'm glad that creature exists.
So players with this update will be getting a
Gumbo,
gumbo.
Pablo was suggested.
Hey.
Codsworth,
Codsworth.
I saw an Alfred somewhere in there.
Frank, Alfred is a good one.
Alfred, Jeff.
Bob. Isn't there something like Bodie McBoat?
I saw that as well.
Yeah,
Bodie
that's
McDrunkers.
probably what it's going to end up, isn't it?
All right.
We are playing
Terrible.
with fire.
Is it a democracy? I don't know. We might have to have some veto rights.
We have veto rights. We're gonna use.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Samwise, yes, it should be
I like it.
Samwise.
I ain't been dropping no eaves, sir.
Oh my God.
He's made the Shire aboard the
the accent
Zariman.
too?
Mr. Frodo, Mr. Frodo.
Embarrassing
I
if
kept
that
the
was
plants
my
alive.
Hobbit accent.
All right.
I
Meg, you're
can't
supposed
bear
to
this void
bring
burden
order to
anymore.
the
I know this is
stream,
good.
not
I
add
like
more
it.
chaos.
She's embracing the chaos.
Oh, I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you. Come on.
All right.
Megan's going full Sheldon. It's good.
I know it's amazing. That's all right.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, so you're delaying walking in while we kind of
Well, yeah, because
disrupt
this
everything?
will be your player apartment, which you'll be free to decorate. You might recognize it from a certain quest, but indeed, that is a place to call your own. And it
Actually looks like kind of upgraded from the quest.
It is.
It looks really nice.
Upgraded.
Nice and clean.
Yes, every
Someone
player.
took the mold off the walls.
Maybe it was our little friend.
Codsworth, thank you.
So we can make ourselves
Okay.
more space, so players will.
Wow.
Oh, can play cards there.
Yeah, you can have
Play,
your own
can play
little.
Tenno
Or go.
cribbage.
Comey.
Comey.
A little bit of combing.
Comey and some
Oh,
Tenno
yeah, oh, yeah.
cribbage.
You can lock your friends in the
There's a
storage.
red-sized bed.
That's a
there.
red.
Is this where the romance options are going to be?
Don't play with my
Get
emotions.
the romance options in here.
Oh my God.
And then, so every player will start out with this apartment, and if you're really into housing, you'll be able to upgrade to what would have been, I suppose, the penthouse equivalent back in ye old days, and you'll be able to unlock this door if you're really into the system, and we'll take a look at what's inside.
I was wondering if you should.
Yes, so you can have your own hollow view, so to speak, where you can give yourself a vista panorama. This is a much more grand room for you to put your things in. We'll be able to give you things to display. You can use decorations, and then you can customize as you see fit with new decorations, existing decorations, and there's some new characters here.
Yeah, wow.
Some you'll meet, perhaps.
This is the great evils of the old empire.
who
I
doesn't
definitely want them up in my apartment.
Yeah, Yes. So
What is this? This looks amazing. Sort of like No Man's Sky almost.
This is what we're
Look
calling
how gorgeous that is.
Vistagraphs, which were
Okay.
perhaps there will be a bit of a lore flavor to them for Tenno to explore.
I hadn't seen this one yet. This is so cool.
So this
we
is
got pH too. That's lovely.
yeah, it actually is Orkin. It's very yeah. no,
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
this is a lore bomb. It's
it is a
Orkin,
lore
is
bomb.
it?
Yeah.
People thought it was a mistake when they had pH.
No.
Now it's revealed.
Pronunciation.
Oh!
Yeah. So you can change it to.
Oh, I want to live there.
Yeah, you can change it. You can have it just be, the default Zariman look if you want, but all things considered, you'll be able to look into different types of art for your impressive room. Because of course, when you're bringing a Tenno of discerning taste, you'll want to impress them with your OLED.
I don't know how to cope with this one. That one's so cool.
Isn't that awesome? Yes.
And the slow smoke and everything, just like that is. Oh,
Yes.
what was that movie Prometheus that was like looked cool but
Yeah.
had problems?
Exactly.
But like it's like oh man.
It's just beautiful. So there'll be a mix of ways that we'll be presenting options for players here in terms of some will be more illustrative, some will be more, 3D, and all things considered, the art team knocked this out of the park. So huge props to everyone that worked on getting this put together because it just looks incredible.
We're only showing 2.
We're only showing 2, but we're
Can
also...
I see the other ones later?
Yes, you can. But you will also be able to choose the soundscape. So the sound team are also going to be providing different ambiances for the... Yeah, so right now I think these are super PH, so I'm not going to click it.
Okay.
Sorry, sound team, but you
Okay.
know I love you guys, just guys, girls, and everyone. But
Oh, man.
there will be soundscapes for you to choose as well. So once you've, decided whether or not you want that room, that's up to you as a player. But these 2 front rooms will come with you, and they'll
That's
be...
a nice chill zone in there. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, they'll be part of the Angels of the Zariman quest.
Beautiful.
So they will be for you.
And can we make tofu cubes in there?
Actually, I think there are food rations still somehow.
been sitting there.
Right there. I don't know if they've been
The whole
sitting
time.
there.
Oh,
No. They're well preserved.
Yeah, they're really good. They're preserved.
Alfred has been cleaning them every
Yeah.
day. So he just cleans out the mud.
It's,
Oh, is that one of those stoves where you can't burn your hand?
yeah, it's convection stove. It's
Oh,
fine.
that's really good. This is the future, right?
Yes, it's fine. So then you can take your elevator back, and you'll be back in the hub. Lunchables still good. I actually had a piece of Kraft American singles cheese yesterday that expired in January 2021, and it was still fine.
Those aren't food.
I know. I
yeah,
was
that's just
saying,
plastic.
if I can do that in real life, you can eat that stuff in the Zariman. I probably shouldn't have shared that.
I don't know, right?
God.
It's no one's business but my own.
God.
All right.
Bweepy is another name I just saw. Bweepy.
Weepy.
Bweepy. It does sound a bit sad.
All right.
Bweepy as a name.
It's not sad. Okay. Point being, the elevator door will be for Tenno to go to their housing.
Okay, all right.
And then, as you saw, it loaded seamlessly. And the same will be true for the mission door. But before we go out on our mission, we are going to be debuting one of the brand new game modes coming with Angels of the Zariman. There's 3 coming. So 3 totally new game modes. One of them we're going to show you today. But before we do that, I wanted to take just a step back to my ship to talk a bit about some other features that are coming.
Are we finding the skin?
What a
Yes,
taste.
right now.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm excited for this too.
Okay, so as you know, things got weird after the failed void jump. And it wasn't just weird for your soul, it was also weird in other ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch where this segue
He's like, yeah.
Maybe, just maybe.
Is it the most awkward innuendo or something? I don't know what's
No,
happening.
my
Okay.
innuendos are always crisp and clean. This
Okay,
is an
cool.
awkward segue
Okay.
to none other than cosmetics. So perhaps, and weapons, not just cosmetics. So maybe after the void jump, we noticed that our, skins or cosmetics might have got a little weird, and as a result, we are doing a new series of cosmetics for Warframes. Some of which you can earn, and some of which you'll be able to, buy your way with cosmetic glory. But nevertheless, after many years of requests, we have managed to combine the technologies to make a new series of skins. We're going to demo it on Saren, and we're
Okay.
going to be showing you the Void Shell skin series, which we'll be doing for Warframes. I think we're going to release with 2 or 3, Saren being one of them. But let's see if players with their brilliant observations are able to discern what might be different about this Saren skin. Not only is the skin different with the new lines, and of course this is not the final version, we're still working on it, but perhaps our Tenno are smart.
This is like a really cool sports car meets like like some kind of tactical vest or something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tactical vest, yes. So the Void Shell series are the first line of cosmetics in the game that let you change materials. So,
Cool stuff. Yep.
9 years later.
Finally! hey!
How long have we been talking about?
We've been
doing
talking
this?
about this for a long time.
so what that looks like is the Void Shell skin series will, like I said, will be releasing for Warframes, and you'll be able to earn some of these textures. Some of them will be earned, maybe here's a spoiler.
I like the Lotus language one.
The Lotus Lang.
Like
That's
that-
my favorite
That
one.
was one of the best looking ones in the game.
Some designers are a little like that. They like name things weirdly, but you can call
It's
it.
totally intentional.
Maybe for Saren we would go spore print, or we would go
Yeah.
submerged stone. Maybe we would want rubido, maybe for 1,000-year scales, so that's like a little fishy. Perhaps I really want to rep Unaru, so I'll throw them on.
Yeah.
Titanium sheen. Oh, that's cool. Titanium sheen. Let's see what else we can do. Lua Dark Side, yeah. And then let's see. Anyway,
I don't think chat likes it.
no?
No.
Really?
Can you cycle the colors a bit? Just to sort of, I see, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you can really get a feel.
yeah,
So
that's
this Saren
cool.
one is close-ish to what the final one will look like, but just for the demo today, we wanted to have it for you guys to really get a sense of how this is going to work.
Yeah.
And like we said, there's also going to be one of these for your operator, which will be free. So your operator will get a void shell skin, and it'll come with some amount of free textures, as well as some that you can earn, and as well as some as you can buy. So that's going to be sort of your free path to this, and then if you really want to go all in, there will be cosmetic options.
What's that? I like the marble one. That's cool.
You like the marble one? What about submerged
Does
stone?
it feel like we need the camera to maybe zoom in more when you're doing this?
Literally added a task for that yesterday.
Okay, cool. Good, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the titanium shield to get some Iron Man looks going.
So yes, this will be a bit of a new era for some types of customization. So there you go.
All right.
That'll be part of Angels of the Zariman as well. And there's also, of course, with every major update comes a new Warframe. And we're not going to show you gameplay today of our next Warframe, but we are going to, maybe Pablo can speak to theme, and then we can just take a first look at her in the arsenal.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if we should answer for about no.
Too
Oh,
late.
nope.
Questions?
What, is there chat questions?
Yeah, about the skins, but let's
We'll go back
talk
to
about yeah. So yeah, Gyre basically she's
Gyre?
no Gyre.
It's Gyre.
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 Yeah, she's very graceful, electricity based. She has. I don't want to reveal any of her abilities just yet, but there's some fun stuff. I'll give a little tease for her second. We're trying to use a little bit of physics on it, which we haven't done before, which is just pretty fun to use. A little chaotic, as usual, just having a good time with it.
Yeah, and if you want to answer some questions about the skins, we can do it. I figured I'd come into Capture just to take a closer look at her so people could get a sense that of her details. You never know when
I
someone...
love her animations.
Yeah, they turned out really nice.
Yeah, they're incredible. They're so graceful. The rigging work done and the character work done.
The work that went into the skirt, the combined effort with the character artist. the
Oh,
tech
nice
animator.
freeze frame.
Very good, very good.
Good shit.
Practice this. This is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just learn everything I got to from the Capture community,
Oh, yeah, good.
But yeah,
And this skirt has some really cool behaviors as well in gameplay.
Yeah, cool.
she's incredible. Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
people will be very interested in how that's going to work, and she looks incredible.
Yeah, and a lot of work has gone also to in terms of the effects and the gameplay to, as I said, she's electricity based, but obviously we don't want to do Bolt 2.0, so the electricity that she controls is very different. It's more like Tesla-like, and all of her abilities are very, very unique. She's not she's not anywhere close to Bolt, but obviously they're sharing the element.
Yes, and she will be coming with Angels of the Zariman. You'll learn more about her in the coming weeks and so on, so that you can get ready for Gyre.
And can you imagine the
Gyre?
Tenogen for those skirts?
Oh, I know. Oh my God, we could make it into just beautiful
Anything you want.
fashion frame. Yes, so Gyre is your first look at the Warframe.
Really dig this neck halo thing.
Oh yeah,
That's really
it's
different.
so cool.
Just an exposed back of this.
Whoa, what's the
Being
weird
able to see
brain
the brain.
inside?
Yeah, it's kind of
Gross.
crazy.
Love it.
Yeah, the old galaxy brain meme.
Wow, that is a galaxy brain in there. That's hilarious. Wow.
Yes, so Gyre will be coming. But yeah, if you want to go back to the skins, did you see questions?
Oh yeah, I was seeing a
burning?
lot of questions about will it work with older skins, and basically the holdup, like we've literally been talking about this for years.
Yeah.
The reason we couldn't do it is because if we tried to do it for everything, like we literally have to redo all the content of the entire game
Yeah.
to make
Yeah,
it
it's
work. So
massive.
that it's literally, it just couldn't be done. So the only way we could find to do it is to basically make new skins with new tech that utilize this and allow us to do this material swaps. So that's why it's all new stuff rather than applying to
Arbitrary.
everything else.
Yep.
It literally, it's just like it would have to be a full rework of our back catalog of, as we said, for the anniversary, 9 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we haven't done it all this time, and this is basically the way we found to make it work.
Yes, and it's going to be something that will be supporting update over update with new frames to bring in. So there will always be, either new textures coming or new frames coming for you to mix and match and collect, or just stick with the ones that you love. However you want to do your texturing, it'll be up to you.
Yep.
And that'll be part of the Angels of the Zariman. So we have
Operator is not showable yet?
the
same
operator.
thing?
No, the operator is getting a void shell skin also,
Oh, okay.
which will be.
We're not showing it yet.
Yeah, it
Okay.
will be a quest reward. So you'll
Okay.
complete Angels of the Zariman. You'll get this operator void shell outfit that you can do the texture stuff as you see fit right then and there with that quest reward. So
I think this feature is great, and I'm really excited about it. But when do I get a friggin' beard?
isn't that the question?
And that's not even a setup. I'm just saying.
I
Where's
wanna
the
know.
beard?
Where's
Where's
the
the
beard?
To the right.
people that can grow beards want beards in games?
Actually, this is great. You guys are the beard side, and you're the beard-free side.
I don't have a choice.
Neither do I.
That's good.
There's always a choice.
It's true.
Yep.
To be clear, we did explore some facial hair this year to see how we could make it work with existing faces, what would it look like, and I think we're on a track that will.
There's
yeah.
work being put into it. I just don't know
Okay.
how soon it
Yeah.
is yet.
So the beard system is underway.
The beard system is underway.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we showing the beard tangential stuff that has been going on?
Oh,
the
the stuff,
characters.
the stuff, the companion stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you bring any footage?
Nope.
Okay.
Thanks for that setup.
You've been seeing it just like I have.
I've been busy.
Sorry. Yeah. Should we? Maybe we could share that after.
We
the
can
stream
share
or
that
something?
after, yeah.
The character team has really dug deep and redone the
It looks amazing,
crew
yeah.
bureau and the fur of the game. And I think so far it's all the Kubro types
Yes.
have been done.
Yep.
And it feels potentially weekish time, like weeks.
Oh.
Not
It's
months
close.
time frame.
Oh
It's
yeah.
very close.
Yeah. It's,
It would likely come with Angels of the Zariman at this
Because
point.
I know
I
we
think it
kind of
could.
thrashed the fur a
Yep.
little bit with New War, and then anyway, the new stuff is looking great. And
It's a huge upgrade.
Hopefully, we
Yeah.
can share a video.
We will get you your dog hair updates, chat. Don't worry.
Very important.
They
This
look
is
awesome.
a beautiful dog
Steve
hair.
could find it on Slack and say,
Yeah. You can make yourself useful.
Jeez, all right. You told me to turn my phone off.
That is true.
Oh man.
Or Greg is definitely watching. 'cause
Greg is
Greg would definitely be
Okay,
watching.
we still have we have a lot to get through, guys. You're
Okay.
distracting
Because
me.
he could send it to Dean.
It's already 2:40. We're way behind schedule here.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
You can do it, but
If you pull up March 8th characters,
It's your fault for
do you
not getting
have it?
really.
Do you have it there?
is this what happens when I don't bring dog
You
hair
got
videos?
the
Yeah.
company chat? Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
To recap Angels of the Zariman so far, not only are you getting a new social hub with NPCs and a syndicate and new characters to engage with, you're getting player apartments, you're getting 3 new mission types, one of which we're going to demo shortly. You're getting a new Warframe Gyre, you're getting a new cosmetic system. Yes, that's correct.
That's right.
But wait, there's more. Chat.
Dog hair.
Dog hair. That's not all. So about that new content, that's what you're here for, and that's what we're going to show. But first, we're going to show you dog hair. So I'll just read
Hold
chat
on your
in the
seats,
meantime.
kid.
It's gonna be worth it.
Yeah, for us, it's like initial. We haven't done
Thanks,
before
Steve.
an update where we did like 3 missions and
Yes.
3 mission types in one. It's
Not
like
only
a little
3
crazy.
missions,
Yeah.
we're also, the Eximus rework is coming with this.
Yep.
And something else. So we'll talk about it after this dog hair
A lot of new
video.
gameplay, which is really exciting.
Yeah, you're going to see.
There's no audio or anything I need to worry about, right?
You're supposed to bark. There we go.
Can
That's
you
the
can you mute the audio in case?
In case it's Greg
we're
being
gonna,
like,
we're gonna get copyright strike.
I
'cause of-
can't believe you made me do this.
Yeah. I assume it's Greg does all his work to All Star.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Somebody. There we go.
There we go.
Now, is this misrepresentative? Are the dogs going to take over the arsenal?
The dog.
Well, someone in chat keeps bombing about werewolf Warframe, and there it is.
There it is.
Oh, Steve, you can't do that. Don't give
But
that
yeah,
to them.
the first shading's been completely redone with tech art and the character artists kind of redoing it all and just refitting it
God.
back to the skeletons. You can see it's a lot clearer and cleaner. It's not all kind of like all fighting with itself and all kind of intersected, and runs faster as well.
The dog can run faster.
Not literally, but
Graphically.
it's better GPU performance as well. So it's I mean, it's just showing the one pattern, but yeah, it's going to be great.
Good job, Greg.
It's so clean and just crispy and delicious.
Greg killing it.
All right.
Yeah, very good.
There we go. Thank you for the dog.
There's all the werewolf evolutions
There
of
you
the
go.
werewolf Warframe.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop
Ruining
ruining
my
my
life one comment at a time. Anyway, that's
Corgi Warframe, I see.
burritos.
Little data
Perritos,
dog.
perritos.
Burritos. There you go. High performance dogs.
Someone said no Steve barking. Can we get a bark?
Oh God.
Oh, no.
Oh God. This is already off the rails.
Shades of my drunken PAX performance.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm getting
That
flashbacks
was
right now.
Gamescom.
Or Gamescom.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Gamescom.
Yeah.
And then
Don't
never
drink before the stream.
Yeah. That lessons learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or drink more. Water. Water.
You're welcome for the derailment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are we going to show game mode, or are
We're
we
going
showing
to
now?
talk. Well, we're going to show play right away. That's
Okay,
the
great.
priority.
Excellent.
So the Zariman update, I kind of recapped it a bit, but there's also something in addition to the Eximus reworks that are coming, which we're going to show in the context of gameplay. We
Nice.
are also doing our most comprehensive focus rework to date
Oh,
for the Angels of the Zariman
Yeah,
update.
that's right.
So I hope you enjoyed your dog video because it kept you back from this, which is the focus rework.
Okay, let's check it out.
Today we're going to show it from the lens of Unaru, which is one of our least used classes.
Yeah.
But rest assured, we have never made a more comprehensive rework to focus. So there is going to be a respec. So when you log in to Angels of the Zariman, you are going to need to redo your focus schools. Do not look at my billion
I was gonna
focus.
say what?
I'm just built different. You guys can't just build different.
Top 1%.
I think I saw you got all this. You got on your horse, the metal ball spawns, and then you run away and it falls off the cliff, and you get the
That's
runes.
Elden Ring.
Oh, you
That's
teased
Elden
it.
Ring.
That's not how you got this?
No, that would be
Oh.
that would be my Elden Ring playstyle.
Oh, she's got a
Elden
strat.
Ring strat. Okay, never
Believe
mind.
it.
You're built different. You're built different.
All
That's
right.
fine.
Anyway, so we're going to talk about Unaru. There will be a little preview workshop after the stream just to recap this all, but truly, basically everything's changing in terms of nodes and what we're aiming for with our focus gameplay. To start off, let's go with Unaru's starting node. Placeholder name is Poise. Transferring to operator or frame grants immunity to slow, stagger, or knock down CC effects for 20 seconds. So right away, you can kind of build in your mind the idea that there is a bit of a rotation sort of approach here where you'll want to be tactically swapping from operator to Warframe to be getting these benefits for an Unaru player.
So the objectives, I don't know if you want me to
Yeah.
talk a
Yeah,
little
let's
more.
do it.
you know.
Yeah.
So basically what we're trying to do is to get you to sort of incorporate the operator gameplay into your Warframe. Like we don't intend for you to like switch to operator and then now you're fighting all the time as operator. It's more like the operator lifts up your Warframe in a way, you know? So in this case, in the case of Unaru, which has always been like I can't remember exactly how the description puts it, but basically you're like
Unmovable mountain.
unmovable mountain.
Yes.
kind of thing, yeah. Basically, you gain all this resistance to CC effects on both your Warframe or your operator, depending which way you're going. The other types of effects that we're trying to, well, the other things that we're changing, anyone that's familiar with this screen will notice that the pool is gone. We used to have a pool here, which basically was like kind of similar to how capacity works in mods. And I'm just kind of like going back years when Focus was made. At some point, part of the concept was like that pool was there, so you would make different Unara builds. So it would be like you would only activate 6 or 7 nodes, but another person would have different 7 nodes. The reality as the system grew is that you basically have everything on. So that pool just kind of added complexity for no real gameplay benefit. So we took it out. Right now you still have the ability to toggle nodes on and off, but we're going to take that out as well. So basically we're trying to like streamline as much as we can so that it's not, it doesn't have any of that extra sort of fat. We're moving a few things. For example, there's a lot of abilities right now that have passive drains. So a lot of people turn them off because they don't want the ability, but they don't want the ability because of the drain.
Yes.
So we're taking that off, and we're basically making it so anything that spends energy is always up 10. So you have to like actually do something on purpose to get that energy taken out. So that kind of streamlines a lot of the things. We're moving a few things into abilities. So basically, since we have the ability slots available for the operator, a few of the things that currently in the current system happen like after you dash or after you press your melee or whatever, now will happen with abilities. So again, you're like opting into the usability.
Much more active.
Yeah, so operators get abilities. We're redoing everything. We have some pool simplifications. And like a lot of people are going to be asking about their favorite focus school. And to be quite honest, so much is changing, but we're going to let you know when we're in a place where every focus school change will be listed for your feedback and review. We're starting with Uneru because it's the least used, and we wanted to show you the direction we're going with it, and we're going to play with it today as well. And then in the case of this, more broad perspective with abilities, for instance, like a 1 and 2 on keyboard being added to operators, we also have just straight up flow changes to how operators and warframes work together.
So there's a big tech change, which is basically now we're making, if you ever use the operator as a client, I know I even use it sometimes just to know how much lag I have. I just press 5 just to see how, if I'm lagging, I know it'll take a while. So now we kind of separated that as client controlled now. So basically when you press, the switch is way faster. We also have basically now melee, instead of doing the little melee with the operator, you actually immediately switch to your Warframe and melee right there. Same for finishers. So there's a lot of like flow things where you can, for example, you can dash into an enemy that's open for finishers, press E, and then you immediately switch to your Warframe and do the finisher on them.
I really like that flow.
Yeah, I'll play it any minute now, so you'll see. But I just wanted to.
And it will come with a respec. You said at the start it comes with a respec.
Yes, everyone.
I saw some questions. I think some people missed that.
Yeah, respec is coming. So when you log in, if you were me, you'd have 1 billion focus per school to spend. But
So the network latency is resolved, as well as just general gameplay flow improvements.
Yeah. The idea, again, everything sort of like leaning towards getting the operator to be like part of your gameplay flow, so that you'll switch to the operator every minute or so to just like buff yourself, or maybe like to control a group of enemies, increase the damage they take, and then you switch to your Warframe and now you destroy them.
to be honest,
It sounds cool. You could like have like maybe ring a little bell before the operator comes out.
yeah, and you can summon a mimic of yourself or something.
And then the operator comes out and does his
clone.
thing, and then it's gone.
Yeah, you could do. No, that's not the real way to play. If you use summon.
The box that you use to summon.
Okay. Just kidding. That's all I do. All right. But anyway, I want to hover over these just for people to take a look at them. They are subject to change. This is a dev stream. We give you dev builds.
It's also taking your UI theme.
Yes, and it takes your UI theme now. So the reason mine it looks different, or dark mode if you're like that, is because I'm using the Zephyr Harrier UI. So for instance, with Uneru, once you
Which is gorgeous. I love this.
it's
theme.
incredible.
Yeah.
So if you are incapacitated on a Warframe, you basically get a second chance. Your operator comes out, and then you can kill enemies to revive yourself. So similar to something like Aenaros, his passive, where you can do that. It's going to be similar in this regard, that if you are an Uneru player and your Warframe dies, you won't go into the revive screen or bleed out. You'll go into second chance, and you'll be able to revive yourself in this
And we named
manner.
it right after the Borderlands ability. That's great.
Yes,
Yep.
perfect.
Fantastic. I'm so happy.
Just wait until our little gardener bot is named Claptrap.
Oh no, what have we done?
Can't wait. This is actually another way that we show the interactivity. So if you go into an area, if you're Warframe, so if you're in your operator, you're doing what you're doing in your operator mode. If you get hit, you'll often know the reaction that you get when you kind of float in midair because your transference signal is broken. You can actually now use that as a skill check to bring your Warframe right to that spot. So
Right, 'cause
often,
before you
yeah.
could get like rewound to where the last position of your Warframe was.
Yes.
So now you got that like little frame of time where you can press X and then that pulls your Warframe
Exactly.
to your position. So, yeah.
And again, there's a respec. You haven't wasted your time. You're just going to get tons and tons of your points back, obviously, and then you can
Yes.
respec it into the new system.
Yes, exactly. I'm not going to go over all these right now because some of them are undergoing a bit more change, but just to give you a sense of
Static flush.
static flush names. Listen, there's a pH. What do you want
Some
from
water
us?
flow issues.
I think I was wrong about Borderlands. I think someone in chat corrected me. It was second wind in Borderlands.
Oh,
Excellent.
well, you usually do your second wind after your static
I know
flush.
static flush,
Okay,
Yikes.
come back to reality, everyone.
Time to demo.
Time to demo. This is ridiculous. Actually, before so we're going to demo the Uneru gameplay. I'm going to show you this new operator flow. We're going to take a look at a brand new mission type called Void Flood. But before we do that, which is I know what most of you are waiting for, and I don't mean to be a jerk, this update is also bringing our first new melee stance in quite some time. And after
yeah.
many years of asking, we finally are bringing you a heavy two-handed scythe grip. It's a brand new melee type. It will be debuting with a brand new weapon, so you'll get new stance, new weapon. Let's take a look at the weapon first. It's an incredible piece by Marco. It's going to have a massive top part to the scythe. Dean, if you can move it a tiny bit, or just move us, either one's fine. Get rid of our faces. We don't need to be here. But it's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So it'll be this big, threatening, double-sided, two-handed
When you
scythe.
see it in use, the scale really
Yeah.
comes across.
What's the strength requirement for that?
I think if you spec into strength, you need 42.
Oh,
It drops
42, I
from the
can't do
secret
that.
boss in the dungeon,
Oh
and
my
you have to play
God.
Caelid for it, unfortunately.
No, I never play Caelid.
Okay.
I can't take it.
It's huge, and our animators, or animator in this case, has made a
Beautiful. love
video of the stances and the flow you'll be doing here. So you'll have this giant two-handed scythe. Away you go with your new combos. This is we're looking at a charge attack. And then we're looking at another charge, I believe.
Oh,
So you'll have all the power in your hands, Tenno.
That's so
really
cool.
just hit him with the pointy end there.
And then we have some forward combos and neutral
Sound
combos.
effects?
Wow. So let's take a look. So,
Oh my god.
Yep. And then the neutral combo, which is just, I can't help but make my own sound effects.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. So, lots coming in this update so far, as you can already tell. We have the focus rework. We have new, first new grip type in quite a while with our two-handed heavy scythe. And we also are bringing you a new series of weapons, which will be related to an NPC. And similar to how the Void Shell skins are related to, the Zariman being sort of its post or mid-void journey, it changed the appearance of things. We're also going to be applying that thematically to weapons in the update itself. So one of the NPCs that you'll meet will be responsible for weapons, which right now we're calling evolving weapons, which is essentially taking the principles of gameplay behind the evolving armor set that you guys might have had in the New War, but applying it to weapons to sort of show you the difference between the weapons in their original ceremonial state and then their post-void jump state. So there'll be some lore, there'll be some fun flavor, but there's also going to be a really mechanic heavy version of these evolving weapons. So somewhere in the Chrysalith hub, you will find yourself talking to a new character that is all things evolving weapons. And our art team was kind enough to give us the 5 concepts for today to show you the pre-evolved forms of these weapons. So if you can imagine the evolving armor sets go from one look to another look, it'll be sort of similar with these weapons. So right now we'll take a look at 5 weapons, one at a time. The first being a dagger. So this is a dagger weapon type that's coming. Quite ceremonial, lots of wood, and this will all be explained for its importance to the Zariman journey. We'll also be bringing you next up is the pistol. So again, very in the same family of weapons. This pistol will be yours in the update, and we also have this is the shotgun. So this one is going to be quite a force. And then we also have the rifle, which is incredible.
So nice. Oh, these are so good.
Very ornate, very ceremonial looking. And last but not least, we have a tonfa. So this is part of the tonfa set. This will be a melee weapon as well coming. So we have a tonfa, shotgun, rifle, pistol, dagger, and each of them will have an evolved form. Now, we're not going to show you the evolved form today, but we do have UI mockups that kind of show you how it's going to work using placeholders, so keep that in mind. This is using a placeholder item, but it's just to show you the concept of these.
Yeah, so basically the idea of this ones is very similar to how we did the Epipar. How's it pronounced? The armor? No, the armor, like the little armor set that evolves. I can remember what.
Protovire.
Protovire.
Protovire?
Protovire, yeah.
So basically, it's kind of like that. You basically have like certain challenges that you gotta complete with the weapon. Some of them are just like throughout the game. Some are specific to Zariman, and basically with that you unlock an outfire. You'll unlock some upgrades. You'll unlock some different procs that they can have, and then you can choose basically between them which ones do you want. Basically, you'll have like the first tier is generally the outfire of the weapon, and then all the other tiers generally will give you 3 options that you can choose from. And you can also respec if you ever want to reset your evolution and start over, you can always do that. And the idea is just to kind of bring like that special feel for the weapon, a little similar to what we did or what we tried to do with the modular weapons, but we found with the modular weapons, once you were committed, you were like really committed. So this is kind of like an opportunity for you to do a little more wacky stuff, because also we're doing like not only just stats like we did with modular weapons, but also procs and outfires, trying to keep it a little more dynamic, and then giving you the opportunity to kind of try a few different things.
Yes, and you'll get treated to a very transformative mid-mission experience as well. If you unlock the alt fire, it's not as though you're just going to be changing the barrel, let's say. There's going to be a lot of void energy involved in the equation. So it's going to be a really great feel. It's going to be gameplay rewarded for you to go through this full experience with the weapons that you choose to spec in. And I guess like you mentioned, it's slightly, in my interpretation, it's kind of like skill tree lightish per node, and you can always go back. So
This is too much. Let's stop. We gotta stop the stream. We have too much.
This is a lot of stuff.
We have too much.
We haven't even done Zariman gameplay.
We haven't got to gameplay. It's already so much
insane.
time.
Too much.
Everyone, we're just going right to gameplay. All right. So for the purposes of the dev stream, we put a level together that we could just go because everything's in development. But when the real update ships, you will be seamlessly going to and from the chrysalith to your missions. There's no load screen, so just keep that in mind. That were this next week, we would show you it without the load screen, but just for the purposes of the demo today.
Yeah, we're on dev and work in progress.
You never know. So,
HC, PH, who knows what's going to happen.
So what will happen is you'll be able to pick some bounties from a certain NPC to give you some mission twists, and then you can come pick the mission itself. So today, I'm going to play Void Flood. This is a first look at one of the new game modes. I would say of all the game modes we've ever released, this is the most parkour rewarding one by a wide margin. And future dev streams on release, you guys will get to see Void Cascade and Void Armageddon. So, in we go. We'll go on in. And like I said, typically this elevator door would be your window to the missions. It's going to be a fun way to seamlessly go through to missions and come back. But today we're just hard loading in.
Yeah, I imagine you're going in the elevator like we did earlier for the apartment.
Yes.
Same stuff. Yeah, great.
And also keep in mind that we are going to be trying to show a lot in this gameplay. We're showing you the Eximus reworks, we're showing you focus changes, and operator changes, and a new game mode. So, God have mercy. Void Armageddon, please don't take me. First thing you'll notice, which is a little bit work in progress, is we're using some in-game representations of the Void Flood. So there's going to be a Void Essence orb around you, which is currently orbiting my shoulder here, which has a very important purpose because we need to close void fractures. You can see that I have to collect void orbs to gain void energy. Garuda is happy to explore a little bit because it looks so damn beautiful. before we go in?
Yeah, look up. I really like
Oh yeah.
that part.
Look up. 10-0. Yes. In we go.
The in-world representation of what she's going to be picking up soon is totally temp.
Placeholder, yeah.
Not real art.
So the Zariman, we're going to get a much more intimate look at it with this update. So let's. Oh, right away we could already pick out an Eximus. Let's see here. What do we got? We got a Blast. So this guy has been reworked. Or this is so
The
he.
Blitz.
That's a blitz.
That's a
yeah.
Blitz. Sorry, not Blast. Want to talk a little bit about Blitzy?
Yeah, so Blitz.
Oh my God! Yeah, there's fire.
You got a lot there. We actually upped the amount of Eximus for this just so that we could demo it more easily. But essentially, the main objective with the Eximus rework is a lot of times, actually, when we looked at Blitz specifically, most people didn't know even what a Blitz did because you had to get really close to them for them to even do it.
Yep.
So it was kind of, so most of the changes are basically focused on that, trying to make it so they actually have some interaction with you and you actually notice what they're doing. You'll see later if we get an enemy, an energy leech one, for example. That one, the problem with that one was you never saw them and you started losing your energy, and that was very frustrating. So the Blitz one, if you can look
He's
at
dead.
him. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, killed him. We'll come back. We'll get more of them.
Yeah, we'll
but
get
in
more.
the short term, so you'll see these Eximus. If I can dodge that, I won't take the heat proc. I took the heat proc because I did not dodge. I'm probably going to die.
So the heat one and the snow globe one, those are pretty untouched. You know, the heat one, mainly the thing he has is that now you can dodge the heat. If you roll into it, you can actually dodge it. That's the main
And now it
difference.
actually has a heat status effect too.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And the effects are quite a bit revamped so that you can like spot them out of a crowd. Because a lot of times with just that little orange glow around them, it was very easy to just miss them.
Subtle, yeah.
So now they have like extra effects on them.
All right. So now that the Eximus are here and they're a threat, we also see that I have to be on my best parkour here to look for all these Void Flood Vitoplast
Oh, you're
orbs.
flying around. Love it.
Which means I have to explore the verticality of this level to really make sure that I'm getting as many of these as I can to deposit into the void fractures. So your parkour skills are going to be put to the test. I've let the damaging void energy debuff come in because we were doing a little bit of a demo there. But all things considered, this would have been the track and field ring for the 10-0 or not
Yeah,
the 10-0
I
at
was
the
going to say it's
time.
appropriate because
Yes.
you're flying around here.
Now I'm
on
going
the
to show you
track.
the new Void Dash. So this is an instance where we have changed the momentum of Void Dash to be a new system. And I don't want to skirt over that, but I also need to not fail the mission. So there's a lot going on right now. And I need to get this so I can stock up on my Void, but I'm doing pretty okay.
Yeah, we're demoing a lot. I don't know if we actually said this, but basically the main objective of the mode is you collect those little orbs that you can get by killing enemies, you can get by chasing the ones that float around, or you can just pick up the ones that are just static in the level, and then you bring them to the fractures to close them. If you take too long to close the fractures, then you start to getting some debuffs on the mission, which you can see there on the side with that little bar that fills out. So whenever she closed that, the corruption of the place went from like 40% to 20%. So that's the general flow of the mission. You get rewarded by like either doing the parkour and getting the things, chasing the ones that are in level, or just killing enemies and then picking up what
Yes.
they leave behind.
Yeah, so I'm going to do I think I'm going to try and do 9 fractures here for everyone because in between each wave of 3, there's also a new enemy, a little mini boss that spawns. We'll take a look at him. And at this point, the flow of the mission is be your best at parkour, fill up your tank so that you and your squad mates can close your fractures to stop the flood as quickly as possible so that corruption meter doesn't get too high. However, of course, with every mission, there will be some complications. In this case, parkour skills will be
Put to the test.
put to the test. I got that one. I'm a gamer. Just build different.
And again, like we've said this a few times, but this is there's a lot of like the effects there. Just temporary stuff while we figure out the mode. A lot of them are very cool. Like you can see those hands are super cool now. But the transferring of the pickups towards the
Oh, come on,
Yeah,
Rev. Come on, Rev.
Let me get these. It'll be fine. Oh God.
you can do it.
Okay, I can do it.
Oh, nice roll at the last second.
Yeah. Now, I'm actually, doing my best here. I'm going a little try-hard mode, so just bear with me. So now we have to kill all remaining enemies because we are at the end of the wave, in which we have a new enemy that is bigger than your average Grineer, perhaps. Maybe they have a different origin, and he's going to be tough for me to kill. So I can't actually hear the game, so I hope that there is game sound on for the players watching and not just our...
I think there is, yeah.
Thank God.
So I think right now it's every 3 fractures you get one of these guys, and basically the rates they have a few things. Obviously, you know, the red is pretty powerful. As you saw the combo there, you have to.
Oh, there's an energy leech Eximus there.
So you can see, well,
There he is.
you can see a little. Oh, there it is. So you can now spot him because he has those voidy things coming out of him, so they're easy to see. And that was the attack. So basically, creates a little bubble in the floor where
get
you
out
are.
of that, yeah.
If you don't get out of it, it hits
Yep.
you and it consumes a whole bunch of energy and hits you with a magnetic proc. But
Yep.
if you move as you shoot as a Warframe,
Yep.
then you'll
Yep.
be fine. So it's kind of trying to reward keeping you in motion and being more about your skill to avoid the attack rather than just your energy just starts going away. So
All right. I'm going to close this off and try and get it below 50%, and then I'm going to show you a bit more of the operator in action. So in this case, Void Dash, as you have it now, has never been great in our normal levels because you kind of just bump into walls. And now there's going to be a telegraph for you to control how far you go with your operator dash. So that's a pretty big change. It feels way better in the typical gameplay space of Warframe. It is a change though, so some people will wonder, you know, how they can maximize
Oh
it.
man, I love how that looks.
But
and
it just
feels.
looks-
It's just so rad.
It looks and feels much better. And because we're making some changes to the way that your operator and Warframe work together, you can now, you know, void dash right up, oops, and then just go right into melee and melee attack. And the way you do that will, of course, depend on what angles you're bringing to the table, how you're actually engaging with the level that you're in, what your goal is. But because I did Oneru, so I can go in, my blast. If I want to go in right and bring melee right out, you can. It's quite a different feel, and it just, for a Warframe focused mission, which most are,
You got those slow melee attacks, eh?
no. Excuse you. It just feels so much better. I'm probably gonna. So that's the first debuff is damaging void energy. So that did do some damage on me, but nothing Garuda really cares about because Garuda is best girl. Let me see what else I can show. Yeah, bringing your melee right back into the operator feels so good because you can just lay on the pain without having to do the initial transition back. I'm in trouble here. I need to find more void energy.
And of course, like you said, Pablo, like the network latency of these things now are
yeah,
fixed.
it's
instant.
It's instant now, and
Yeah.
you have to because it is as a client. If you are lagging, it's very hard to like
Yes.
Yeah.
be doing those switches.
Yes, so client authoritative is now the implementation change. So there's been tech implementation changes as well as actual design implementation changes. So it's a very, very different focus. We will have a very comprehensive report because a lot of people are going to basically go to the first questions of what's happening with Zanura because that's the most popular.
Yeah.
And we will be taking time to write out and give you guys the clearest window into the changes. So please just be patient for that and look forward to reading it. And we'll demo it as, oh, I'm probably going to die.
I've seen some love for the music too.
Absolutely incredible music.
Yeah, it's so good.
And there's, of course, I need to find some. Oh my God, come on. Got it. I think this is enough.
Give me almost like a little Sonic vibe when you see them lined up like that.
Yeah.
It's like triggering teenage platformer memories
It
in
is
me.
very much this. Probably need a healthy dose of energy here. So, as we mentioned, there are Garuda changes coming. So if you're a Garuda player, you've probably noticed the gray invuln bar come into play. The new representation of Garuda's passive, which Pablo mentioned, is the more lethal you are, you can build up your damage buff rather than the old danger buff. There is what we're calling a Thrax Centurion at me because I'm at the mid.
Oh, I should let that.
I'm too strong.
I know.
Built
Built
different.
And they drop a sizable heap of the Vitoplast for you to continue your mission. So now I'm on the last round. We'll go over to those. Let's see. The last round for me, this is an endless mission. I'm just not playing it endlessly for the Devstream because I know we've already gone over time. So, let's see. All right, we're in a bit of trouble here. If it's spiky or red, if you can see color, that means that I have my debuff at 50%. Actually, it's almost at shield drain too, isn't it?
You got a shield right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so in the bottom right, you can see now the indicator for Garuda's passive. So instead of being based off her current health, which it was before, now you basically get it from doing the murdering, which is obviously what she's best at.
Right, let's go to the next fracture. So they'll keep spawning, and you'll have to keep feeding them the Vital Blast to close the Void Floods. Now this room is quite sinister in its...
The rooms are so nice.
Oh, that was a Blitz
The
and
Blitz
an energy.
and an
Oh,
energy,
okay,
yeah.
so this is a bit of a 2-for-1 situation. I have to dodge their attacks while also not getting energy drained. So I think oh, and there's a flame. Is there a Arson Eximus over there as well?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, I did it! No fire proc!
There you go.
Again, built different.
All that brawling in Elden Ring has
All
trained
the
you.
Elden Ring dodging, it's true. All right, can I do this? I need... You guys are just watching me parkour my little heart out here. And I'm a little worried that I'm going to fail you. And all my
We
faith.
believe in you. We believe in you.
I mean, that is good parkouring, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can-
look at you.
I know, believe it.
Floor is lava mode, love it.
Floor is lava indeed. Okay, how much will this get me? Ah! Danger. All right, let's see. So yes, some enemies do spawn the pickups as well. I think as Pablo mentioned. I'm not close enough to the... There. So Garuda is invuln while casting her ultimate now.
Call those iframes now.
Iframes? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if Garuda has too much gear on her, she'll be slower with her
This
dodges.
fat roll.
She's fat rolling.
Yeah.
Look out. All right, I'm out of... Oh, okay, we're close. C is almost... Oh, this is a parkour.
Oh, no.
Oh, I
no.
thought you were a gamer.
I'm not built different anymore. I'm built the same. All right.
Now you're built the same.
All right. Is that enough? Oh, it's close.
I guess all floating there.
I know. There's a huge one there that I want to
Get it,
get.
Rev,
I'm
get
so
it.
tempted to get the big one.
Get it.
There's a big boy. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
All right. The tank is full. This is the realities I can't achieve in real life. So
Oh,
Don't know how to interpret that at all.
you look at gas prices and tell me.
That was a timely joke.
All right, and now we have to do our little Thrax Centurion battle before the next round of fractures will show up while not dying. So wish me luck.
see if this time you can let him do his little ability.
All right, let me.
You're built too different and you murdered him so fast.
I know, I got-
there you go. She got hit by the...
I got hit by the energy one. My skills.
So obviously now that the ability, I mean, if you're rolling around and doing parkour, you generally will avoid it fairly easily. So that allows us to make it a little more punishing if you don't, essentially. So that instead of like the tiny little drain that you got before, but before you couldn't avoid it, now it's like a bigger drain, but you know, hopefully you have mad skills and are avoiding it all the time. Yeah, and the tracks will basically do will do like a launch at you if you're like at a mid-range kind of thing, or if you're further away, it'll do like a little teleport and then attack you and give you a little bit of his magnetic
I
field.
love the lunge attack. It's so cool.
I actually might die.
2 health.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
we're
save.
good. Garuda.
Yeah, that was really on the edge.
So these guys are going to be tougher, and they're going to be your gateway. And if you don't kill them,
Yeah, that's what I want to show. So if you don't kill the guy,
he
his
will.
little ghost will float and he will
Oh.
consume a little friend.
Nom, nom, nom.
And be reborn.
I'm back.
He'll come back. So if you don't deal with the
I'm
wraith,
smaller, but I'm back.
yeah,
You shrunk.
Sorcerer's Apprentice style.
If he revives a few times, he becomes like 10 centimeters tall.
so
Little Ant-Man.
small.
I'm joking. That's a bug. But
Obviously, yes. So we will be bringing this game mode. This is one of the 3 new ones coming. There will, like we said, there's that new sort of mini boss phase between your fracture waves. You have to be great at parkour. You have to work with your team to close the fractures to stop the void flood as best you can. And then when all is said and done, you can go back to the elevator to extract, go right back into the hub, turn in your syndicate standing. You can interact with your former teacher, Melika, if you want to do side objectives. There's side bounties, there's evolving weapons, new warframes.
There's a couple more side objectives on missions that we're not showing today, but
Yes.
that those will also be.
Yes, and of course, most of you are probably wondering at this point, when can we play it? And thanks to our team, we have a fun little video to show you that kind of recaps a lot of today's subject matter. So let's roll it. So our next update comes out in April on all platforms. To give you an overview of that trailer, you know there's a new Warframe, new hub, new missions, new syndicate, player housing, focus rework, Eximus rework, new weapon grip with the two-handed scythe, evolving weapon series. There's
Too much.
A gardener bot.
a gardener bot. There's a
To be
lot.
named.
There's a lot. So this is all post-new war content. So a really important part of this as well is knowing that, oh, and there's a quest, which is major as well. So you're going from the new war into a new update that brings you all of this, and there will be a quest. So the new war is a prerequisite for most of the content we've shown here today. I think with maybe one exception, like of course,
Oh yeah, someone said dog hair too.
dog hair as well.
Don't forget the dog hair.
Don't forget
Very
the dog
important.
hair.
That is the name of the update after all. So.
Yeah, yes, dog hair update.
And every dev stream, of course, we have to acknowledge people that are waiting for cross play and cross progression. I mean, there isn't. We've been talking about it a lot, and we're working on it a lot. So don't really want to do it to death. What are you doing?
I actually don't even know where it is.
It's not going to be in the controls.
Is it in
Probably
system? There you go.
system,
It's as easy as adding a toggle. That's how easy it is to implement cross-platform multiplayer.
Cross-platform multiplayer.
One checkbox and all the
Yeah.
dev work is done.
So,
We're working
yeah.
on it.
It and the werewolf Warframe are being worked on intensely. But no, it is being worked on, and it is real and it is coming to fruition. But it is a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wanted to acknowledge that because I saw
Lots of
some
questions,
chats as well.
yes. It's
about that.
actively in development, as you all know, and I think the last thing we said was once we have a rollout plan, we would give it to you, but it's still,
Yep.
it's not as easy as a toggle. That was being facetious. It was a joke.
Yep.
I think there's also sides to it where it's not only like a tech thing that we have to do, it's also a culture thing.
Yeah.
And you guys have seen us kind of work on it since last year, doing the updates at the same time in consoles and in
That's
PC.
right. Yeah.
That is a big part of it because that's kind of what allows us to achieve this. So it's also been a bit of a culture change for us in terms of how we deliver the updates and the cadence that they have to be able to do this. So that is kind of work towards that.
Oh, yes, and Valkyr Deluxe is coming in this update as well. I just saw someone say Valkyr Wear. So there's also a Deluxe skin as
Yeah,
well.
that's right.
Yeah. All right, so
And if you pre-order, we'll send you a 50-page instruction guide on how to play the update because
Yes.
of all the stuff in it.
yes,
you
that's
know.
right. A custom guide of all
It
things.
is full of cool stuff.
Yeah, so that is a very deep dive into Angels of the Zariman. Lots in that update.
Oh, and there's many secrets still.
And there are
remain.
still many secrets.
Yeah.
Perhaps the angels themselves.
Yep.
What could they
Exciting.
mean? What could it mean?
What could it mean?
It is a mystery. Let's give away Hero Prime Access.
Ooh.
Do another platinum.
Oh, okay, let's do Platinum.
Well, that brought us some questions about when the Focus Dev Workshop would come out. Just to be clear on that, is two parts, right? Like we're giving just an introductory one, kind of repeating a little bit of what we showed today, but the one with the actual details for exactly all the changes, that'll be later because we're still iterating on all of that because it's
Yeah.
pretty big.
I think fundamentally people probably want reassurances on what we're changing and why. And just when you see the preview one, you'll get a perspective of our objectives. And definitely we know what you're going to want to see, so we will be writing this to make sure that you understand if we've changed something, we have good reason for it. I'm not being ominous about like, hey, we're not saying what we're not changing. That's not the case. It's just so comprehensive that we want to communicate it clearly and not, between dog hairs and platinum prizes. So bear with us.
And beards.
And beers. Good luck, Meg.
Oh, sorry. Dr. Eisenfufzich.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Wow, that was
The fact that
that
you
would not have been
Wait,
how
is
I
that right?
attempted that.
I
I
would've
would have been like Dre.
the fact that you went doctor just saved you.
Yeah,
right
that was
there.
amazing.
That's lateral
Yeah,
thinking
that was
right there.
very good.
Wow.
Yep.
Sasuke says no.
Sasuke says, oh. Sasuke, call me. Explain the German, please.
Yeah.
Now we can do Hero Prime Access. Let's go.
All right,
Another
who's
dog.
going to get Hero Prime access? Let's do this.
All right, let's see.
Who will it be?
Ooh, Wolfishidonia.
Wolfish Shadow.
Oh.
Wolfish Shadow. Oh, no, that's not right either.
Shadonia.
Yeah.
Wolfish Wolf.
Am I right?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Shadonia.
So when I try to butcher something, I get it
Yeah.
mediocrely right? Is
When
that
you
what
try
was
to
happening?
read it,
It's like Magic Eye. You
Yeah,
kind
you
of
try too hard
focus a
and-
bit. Yeah, love it.
Wolfish Adonia, of course.
Who doesn't know Wolfish
Totally makes
Adonia?
sense.
That's right.
Great place, great place.
All right. We will be wrapping up our 160th dev stream, but before we go, you guys have anything you'd like to say before I close it off? Great words.
No.
Smart.
Inspiring.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll give you a recap if you're just tuning in. Sorry you missed the stream, but maybe this image will summarize the past hour and 20 minutes for you. We have this handy graphic that can tell you what's new coming in spring 2022. Nightwave's next week, 9-year anniversary in Garuda Primer on March 28th, and then Angels of the Zariman, our massive post-New War content update comes April, all platforms 2022. Handy image for you to use.
Dog hair of the Zariman.
Dog hair of the Zariman. That dog hair moment. We spent longer on that than
it was worth it.
worth. All right. Congrats on winning Hero Prime. Oh, yes. So congrats to one.
Yep.
All right. Any closing words before?
Thanks for watching, and yeah, thanks for sticking with the game. And yeah, I think you're going to talk a little bit about
Yes.
more
Bigger
serious
I think
stuff,
to get a
yeah.
bit real with the community, we are, everything you saw and everything we've ever made is made by a diverse group of people that make up Digital Extremes. And many of them are from the Ukraine. And the past few weeks have been horrible for them and their families, along with many people in the world impacted by this horrible situation. And we have worked with our team to try and support them as best we can. And we realized that we had an opportunity to, if our community could be reached out to help donate, we would encourage you to donate to the Canadian Red Cross. If you do !donate, it'll take you right there. As a company, we donated. And as a company, we work with so many wonderful people who have had truly been living through hell in these past weeks due to the situation, and we just are going to do our best to give everyone in the community a chance to get involved, to help, and be aware of the situation and how horrible it is for people that work on the game you love and just want to have a good life for their families. And this is a horrible time for them and for us, and our thoughts are with them and everyone affected by this. Please donate if you can, !donate. And it's a dark way to end the stream, but that's the world we live in right now. And this team is made up by wonderful people that we just want to see in happier times. So thank you for watching, everyone.